To understand this concept or to understand the seriousness of this challenge, let me start studying two examples or two typical cases of poverty given in your book. First of all, let me read about the urban case, that how poverty rise in urban area. 33-year-old Ram Saran works as a daily wage laborer in a wheat flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. Ram Saran, who is 33-year-old man who is working as a daily wage laborer. Daily wage means he is a casual worker. आज काम मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, we don't know. That kind of person, like Mistri Mazdoor. He managed to earn around rupees 1500 a month when he finds employment, which is not often. He managed to earn around only rupees 1500 per month, where he is not sure that he will get employment tomorrow or not. There is no assurance at all. The money is not enough to sustain his family of 6. In his family, there are 6 members, and with this 1500 rupees, he is not able to sustain his family. The survival of the family becomes difficult. That includes his wife and 4 children who are aged between 12 years to 6 months. He has to send money home to his old parents who live in a village near Ramgarh. What it means, with the survival of his own family, with it he has to even send some part of money for his parent. His father is a landless laborer who also depends on this person, that is Ram Saran, and his brother who lives in Hazaribagh for sustenance. It means all these person, his father who is already a landless laborer, जिनके पास कोई ज़मीन नहीं है, he is an agriculturist but he don't have any land, so he also depend on Ram Saran, even his brother who lives in Hazaribagh for sustenance. It means he is working just for the sustenance of his family. वो सिर्फ उतना कमाता है, वो सिर्फ उतनी खेती बाड़ी कर पाता है जिससे उसकी फैमिली का सर्वाइवल हो सके. दैट इज सस्टेनेंस फार्मिंग. सस्टेनेंस फार्मिंग क्या होती है बेटा? इट इज़ नोन एज वेयर अ फार्मर डू फार्मिंग just for the survival of the family. He is at that small part of land on which he do production just for the survival of the family. So Ram Saran lives in a one-room rented house in a crowded basti in the outskirts of the city. सिटी से बहुत दूर जाके कहीं गांव के एरिया में, जहाँ वो एक रूम लेकर के, वो भी रेंट पे उसने लिया हुआ है, उसमें अपनी पूरी फैमिली के साथ रह रहे हैं, जिसमें बहुत से मेंबर्स हैं. इट्स अ टेम्परेरी शैक बिल्ट ऑफ ब्रिक्स एंड क्ले टाइल्स. एक टेम्परेरी घर बना हुआ है कच्ची ईंटों का. His wife Santa Devi works as a part-time maid in a few houses and manages to earn another rupees 800. 1500 वो खुद कमाता है, and plus his wife who is working as a maid in other houses who receive just rupees 1800. Is it enough money? They manage a meagre meal of dal and rice twice a day. For them it is difficult to manage their life with these children and to send money for the parent also, because this money is not enough for the survival. That is 1500 plus rupees 800. From this they have to pay rent even for the house in which they are residing. His elder son works as a helper in a tea shop to supplement the family income and earns another rupees 300, because for him it is difficult to give education to their children. That's why his elder son is a helping hand who is working in a tea shop to help his family, where he is earning rupees 300. Where his 10-year-old daughter takes care of the younger siblings at home at that time. When these old persons going outside for the work, at that time his 10-year-old daughter take care of these younger siblings. Among these children, no one is going to school. They have only 2 pairs of hand me down clothes each means एक कपड़ा पहनते हैं, दूसरे को धोते हैं, अगले दिन वो पहनते हैं, मतलब they are surviving in these 2 pairs of clothes only. New ones are bought only when the old clothes become unwearable. जब वो बिल्कुल पूरी तरीके से फट जाते हैं, then they will be purchased new clothes at that time. But at that time also, if they are purchasing, that these persons will be very happy. Moreover, shoes are a luxury for them. They don't have even normal slippers to wear. The younger kids are undernourished. They are not getting proper food. They have no access to health care when they fall ill. They are not getting facilities of medical even because they don't have money. So that is a situation on assumption basis. As a hypothetical figure, you can say they are showing on hypothetical basis. On assumption basis, an example is given to you. So go through with this example. So let me start with another example now, that is rural case. Lakha Singh belongs to a small village near Meerut in UP. Now this is an example of rural case, rural area. His family doesn't own any land. He don't have any land. His family don't have any land. He is a landless worker. He is a landless farmer. So they do odd jobs for the big farmer. It means they are working under some landlords, under some big farmers. Whatever the income arises, they get a very small small part sometimes, or sometimes they get just like wheat, bajra, whatever the productivity is coming from those lands. The whole income will goes to those big farmers in return. Work is erratic and so is income also. Obviously, if the work is hard, income earning is also very difficult for them. At times, they get paid ₹50 for a hard day's work, but often it's in kind like a few kilograms of wheat or dal or even vegetables for toiling in the farm through the day. पूरा दिन काम करने के बाद they receive just a small part of such productivity, or maybe a small part of income from such productivity. That is work extremely hard and labor work also. The family of 8 cannot always manage 2 square meals a day. Lakha lives in a kacha hut on the outskirts of the village. That is the same, they are living in the outskirt area. The women of the family spend the day chopping fodder and collecting firewood in the fields. वो घरेलू काम में लगी रहती हैं वहाँ की फैमिलीज़ की जो लेडीज़ हैं, इन चॉपिंग फूडर खाना बनाने में, उन्हें काटने में और खेतों से जाके लकड़ियाँ इकट्ठी करने में. His father is a TB patient, passed away 2 years ago due to lack of medication. His mother now suffers from the same disease and life is slowly ebbing away. Means life is not going so good. It's going from the hand. Although the village has a primary school, Lakha never went there. He had to start earning when he was 10 years old. It means Lakha Singh is a person who started his earning just he is 10 years old. New clothes happen once in a few years. For them, soap, oil, shoes, these all are considered as luxury for the families. So the next topic is what is mentioned in your book. Study the above cases of poverty and discuss the following issues related to poverty. There are certain points are given in your book as landlessness, unemployment, size of families, illiteracy, poor health or malnutrition, child labor, helplessness. I'll explain you these points. Actually, these points are considered as causes of poverty, or you can say issues related to poverty. Dear students, sometimes poverty arises due to certain causes. There are some points mentioned in your book, but you can write your own points also, whatever comes to your mind as the causes of poverty. So let me start discussion about these points. First one is landlessness. What is this landlessness? When a person who don't have his own land, he has to work under some other person's for income, for the survival of his family. So it arises poverty. Another one is unemployment. Even educated ones are not getting employment. So in the economy, sometimes overemployment arises, underemployment situation arises. Now here we are discussing about unemployment. As I explained you in the previous chapters also about seasonal unemployment, disguised unemployment, industrial unemployment, there are certain types of unemployment arises in the economy. Unemployment where a person wants to do work but he's not getting work. So this situation also the cause of poverty. Third one is size of families. Poverty also depends upon the number of members in the family. Suppose a person whose earning is just rupees 3000 per month and the number of members in the family are very large. So it becomes difficult to survive, which also becomes a cause of poverty. Next point is illiteracy. Illiteracy means when you are not able to write or learn. That is illiteracy. An illiterate person is not able to do work well at the outer places. He is not able to take right decisions. This is also the point which cause poverty. Next is poor health or malnutrition. If there is no access to healthcare facilities, a person who remains ill every time will not be able to work properly at the workplace. If he will not be able to work properly, there will be no work, there will be no income. In that case, it arises poverty in the economy. That is also the cause of poverty. One main point which you people can write, that is increasing rate of population, which is increasing day by day in our economy. The demands of the people are rising day by day, but the production are not rising accordingly. So that it also the cause of poverty. You can also make one point disguised unemployment. You can make point seasonal unemployment as a cause of poverty. Next point is child labor. So many children are working on the small dhabas, roadsides. They are working with some other persons on some small stalls, etc. The reason behind number of members in the family are very large and the survival is difficult, and sometimes the parents' earning is too less for the survival. At that time, it becomes compulsory for them to work outside to help for their family. So they work as a helping hand. So it is also a cause of poverty. This is an issue related with poverty, children. Helplessness. Sometimes parents become helpless to send their children outside for work. They are helpless because they are unable to fulfill their desire, to fulfill their basic needs, to get meal for even twice a day. These all reasons are the causes of poverty. As I told you people that you can write your own points also. Whatever comes to your mind, you make your own points and write down. Suppose I'll ask this question, what are the causes of poverty in the exam? Then you people will write, suppose question comes for 3 marks, then write down 3 points. But first of all write heading, then explanation. Every point carry 1 mark, which is divided into 2. Heading half marks, explanation half marks. Accordingly, prepare your notes also. Take reading up to this topic. We will continue this chapter in the next lecture. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day ahead.